All right, guys, what is up? Welcome to the new Fundo studio, aka my living room. My co-hosts are out, which, aka, are my wife and kids. So we are going to be talking some college football while they're on their way back, and we're hopefully get this done before they get here because it gets a little crazy. So, new screen. We're going to see how you guys like this. So, top 5 predictions for the Big 12 for this year. A lot of this is going to be interesting because obviously, as you guys know, the Big 12 is kind of completely different. We got a whole bunch of brand new teams, including UCF, Cincinnati, Houston, BYU. It's going to be an interesting year, and it's going to be some transitions for people. Obviously, some teams, like my own home team, Oklahoma State, look completely different this year. So I'm going to throw out some predictions, and we're going to revisit these we'll revisit these at the very end of the season and see if I was even close. And again, I'm not an expert at this. I'm not some kind of sports analyst. We're just going to be going through and making some predictions. So, number 1, got a lot of new teams. Number 1, I think UCF is going to make the most noise in the Big 12. Now, seems interesting, seems kind of weird. I do think that this team is a quick strike offense. I believe that the other teams that you would assume would do better in here, Cincinnati, Houston, I believe they lost too many players. It's kind of a rebuild for most of those guys. And so I do think that UCF is going to come in and finish the highest ranked. Not saying they're going to be in the top half of the Big 12 or anything. They're going to finish the highest ranked of all the new teams. Comment below if you guys disagree. And maybe, I don't know much about BYU, but this is just a prediction guess. They got one of their best freshman classes this year. It's got a great young group of guys. So if they can come into the Big 12, not knowing what they used to play against, just coming in, no expectations, head down, grinding it out, I believe that they can make a big splash. And they got quarterback John Plumlee, which I was looking him up a little bit today to kind of see why some other people have also kind of thought the same thing and kind of why people are so up on UCF. And a lot of it's veteran quarterback John Plumlee. This guy was responsible for 25 touchdowns last year and 8 interceptions, only 8 interceptions. So I am very interested in that, as well as obviously 2018 when they beat Auburn, consider themselves the national champions. We'll see if they got that experience, see if maybe they can bring some of that into the Big 12 next year. Number 1. Number 2, I just got to get out of screen for this one. Because this team, first of all, I guess I used a wide receiver when he's really, we're talking about running backs, he's a wide receiver, but you guys know. The OSU will finish in the top 3 in rushing this season. That's a bold prediction, but I believe that we have the talent there. It's all going to be if the offensive line developed, if we did a good job in the transfer portal, if we did a good job really putting some effort into this. Because as you guys know, last year, Oklahoma State was not, they were just terrible on their rushing game, which left their, Spencer Sanders, an experienced quarterback, but the other when he went down, left those inexperienced quarterbacks with a rough O-line and some running backs that weren't doing too hot, so it really left kind of the running backs out to dry, and it was a very bad season. I think that turns around this year, obviously with Ollie Gordon leading it, but then we got Elijah Mitchell? Nope, just kidding, Elijah Collins, transferring from Michigan State. And I watched an interview with him recently, and that's a great guy. This guy's coming from Michigan State to Oklahoma State, knowing he's going to be that second option, but knowing also the game of football, it's not a one running back league. You need that second punch as well. And then their third string as well, they know that they need all 3 of them to perform if they want to win, if they want to be top 3 in rushing. I almost said number 1 in rushing, but I didn't want to go that far. So, number 3. The Big 12 will not be in the college football playoffs. I know you OU fans, just shut up. First of all, you guys wouldn't be the team anyway. But I believe this. I think this is one of the more balanced years where we don't have any team that's just extremely good. I think, you obviously got Texas ranked up there, and you got still like TCU and OU, and you got some ranked teams. I think that this will be the year that we kind of all beat each other. Each team has the 2 to 3 losses. I'm predicting, again, I am not an expert. I'm predicting that there will not be a Big 12 team in the college playoffs. UCF, they're going to go in there, upset somebody, ruin something, I don't know. But then we're going to get on here next is who's going to be the Big 12 champion then, and why aren't they going to be in the playoffs? So, next, again, OU, I get it. The Big 12 champ will be out of Texas. Now that's kind of, I think this one's an easier prediction because, unless you're an OU fan saying, no, the OU's going to be the Big 12 champions. Us Oklahoma State fans are not over here. It's like, we are going to win it. We understand that these are the favorites. Texas, TCU, Baylor, Texas Tech. One of these teams, my prediction, is going to be the Big 12 champ. And obviously, I got kind of like a 25% chance of getting it right, or 33% chance of getting it right. So, but we will see. I think this prediction, all you OU fans, cheer on your team and see if you guys can prove me wrong. We'll check in at the end of the season, see what it's all about. And then lastly, number 5, OU and Texas will be the enemies this season. I'm an OSU fan. They're always enemies to me. But leaving the Big 12, heading to the SEC, from a business person standpoint, I understand this move. More money, more exposure. These NIL deals are getting out of control, getting onto a bigger national stage, understand the money side of it. But that being said, if you're leaving the Big 12, then I'm cheering for Kansas to beat you. I'm cheering for UCF to beat you, BYU, Houston, Cincinnati, Baylor, Kansas State. I want all of these teams to beat you guys. I want you guys to lose every single game except one of you guys can win. Texas, you guys can beat OU. We all want you guys to lose. And so it's just sports. Nothing personal, except maybe it's personal. But nothing personal. There has to be the enemy. OU, you're always the enemy to me. Texas, you also become the enemy. All the Big 12 will come together, and that is our goal, is to take you guys out since it is the last bedlam. We are doing the last of the rivalries in Texas for some of those Texas schools versus whatever rivalries they have. But there are your enemies this year, Big 12. So all I got to say is go Pokes. In the content coming up next, we are going to be mainly focusing on the University of Tulsa. If you don't know, I'm a Tulsa boy, so I'm going to actually be out there with the athletes on the field, out with the track team on Monday, I believe. We got some softball stuff we're going to be doing soon, and then I'm going to be getting with some of the football players hopefully soon as well. So share this post. Don't forget to subscribe to help me out. We're on the verge of 100 subscribers, which is always obviously that first milestone we want to get to. And share like I said, share the video. The more it gets out, the more you like, comment, everything. We want to reach as many people as possible. And the overall goal of this channel is to just have fun, make predictions as non-experts, talk some football. So let's hear it in the comments. What do you guys think about this video? And we'll see you guys later. Peace.